Hey everybody, welcome to another review. Today I'm doing a review on the Jerry Lane figure from World War Z. Before I start, I would just like to say that I haven't seen the movie and I haven't read the book, so I'm not like a fan of it or anything. I just got this figure because it looked like it would fit in well with my Movie Masters figures. So that being said, let's start. This is his packaging here. It's definitely not like bad looking, the packaging, at least the front and whatnot. Image of the figure on the back, and there's a little description. And these are the other figures, which I didn't see any other ones at Toys R Us besides Jerry Lane. There was just a bunch of Jerrys. So let's get him out of the box. Okay, here he is. I'll just give you a quick look. Okay, before I get into his articulation and accessories, I just kind of want to talk about this figure a little bit. These things haven't been selling well for several reasons. One is, and probably the most prominent maybe, is that this is supposed to be Brad Pitt's character from World War Z. And as you can see, oh sorry. And as you can see, it looks nothing like him at all. And I'm pretty sure that that's because the company couldn't get the rights to use his likeness, so they just kind of threw this head on. Which kind of makes you wonder why they made figures at all, but I guess, you know, marketing, they have to do some kind of merchandise. And then the other thing is I guess the quality control issues with this figure. Let me just show you here the eyes. Hopefully you can tell, but these things are like googly. They're not pointing in the same direction at all, and it's horrible. And you can see here on the cover of the box that the prototype's eyes are looking, they're not really that great, but at least they're pointing in the same direction. But this isn't. And it's not just my figure. I saw at least 20 of these at Toys R Us just warming the pegs, and they all had this issue. And that's really, really bad for something that is like official and mass released. It's really bad. And in addition to that, there's paint slop along this scarf thing. And this isn't even the worst. There was some where it like leaked all the way like over here and whatnot. It was bad. And also the neck area was a problem. You can kind of see it on mine, but some, like the blue on the shirt would just go way up it, or the skin color of the neck would seep over the collar. And the watch and the wrist bracelet were a problem too. Like the paint would go up here on some of them. And then what's really kind of interesting, mine doesn't seem to have it too much, but yeah, I got a clean one, but some of the figures had like paint detailing on the pants and shoes. They had like dirt and scuffs, and some don't. I got one of the clean ones because I don't know if the other. I kind of wanted some dirt, but I picked this one because it had better all around other paint. So yeah, this figure is made by a company called Jazzwares, according to another reviewer. And I don't really know much about Jazzwares, but apparently they're infamous for making bad figures or having quality control issues. So, just wanted to let you know and show you about that. Okay, so for articulation, Jerry's head can move up and down slightly. It can tilt actually pretty good. It can rotate all the way around. His arms go in and out. They bend at the elbow. They rotate, which is nice. And then the wrists are nice as well as they rotate and pivot. And for the torso, it can pretty much go in all directions, up and down, and then side to side, all around. There is no waist articulation. The legs go out a considerable degree. But when it comes to going forward, they can only go about that much, which sucks. And then this figure also has that horrible butt design that like restricts the legs from moving backwards. So if you want to have your figure running, tough luck, because this guy can only... Maybe this one does it more. Yeah, that one goes back a little bit. But I mean, come on. That sucks. At the knee, he can bend as well as rotate, but he has this knee pad design here, which means that if you want to move it, you have to bend it a little bit. Which isn't, I don't think it's too bad, but you know, it's a little weird. His feet rotate as well as go up considerably, but when it comes to going down, they don't really have much. But overall, his articulation is not too bad. Now for accessories, Jerry comes with 3. He comes with this crowbar here, which is just flat black, but it does have the little indentations on each end, which is nice. It's not really a bad accessory, you just wish that it had more like paint apps or detailing, or I kind of wish it was like silver. He also comes with this pickaxe thingy, which I think more so than the crowbar could have used some coloring. And last but not least, he comes with his axe, which is great. I can add it to my collection of axes. Nah, but in seriousness, these accessories aren't all that bad. The only real problem with them is that they don't really fit in his hand all that well. The pickaxe fits the best, but even it is a little loose. The crowbar here is pretty loose, and same with the axe. And you can't put it in the other hand because it's open, so that is a bummer, but overall not too bad. Okay, here's a size comparison. You can see that he fits in well with Movie Masters, which I am happy about. He also fits in well with Marvel Legends. He doesn't fit in too badly with DC Universe Classics, but he is a bit shorter, as you can see. And he does fit in with the Mattel Adam West figures, even though they are pretty much Movie Masters, but they are a little taller than Movie Masters, so I always include one to make the distinction. One thing I forgot to mention about this figure is the price. The figure goes for $14.99, which I think is a bit much for this figure, and with tax, mine came out to $16.19. You know, it'll depend on what state you're in, but I definitely think the price is too much. I would have waited for it to come down in price, but that usually takes a while, and I just didn't want to wait, so I bought it. Okay, so for my final thoughts on the figure, I think it's definitely not a good figure, but I also don't think it's a bad figure, and I don't think it's as bad as some people think it is, although I can see why they do. And like I said, the problem with the paint is bad, and you know, the fact that it's supposed to be Brad Pitt's character but it doesn't look like him is bad. But one thing I do want to mention is that this figure is actually, it may not look like it, but it's actually made with some really high quality plastics. I was really surprised when I opened it up and felt it, but it really does feel nice, the plastic, and it's got some weight to it, so it's nice. I'm not going to rate it. I'm going to leave it up to you to do that, you know, your thoughts on it. But I bought it to fit in with my movie masters, and it suits my needs. I'm going to touch up the paint on the scarf, and I'm going to try and fix the eyes, but that's pretty much it for Jerry Lane. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope you check out my other videos. And if you do like my other videos, please be sure to subscribe. So until next time.